Hi friends, welcome to Simply Classic. Today's project is a continuation of my previous video where I had designed a partly sari with whirly design. Link to the video is in the description box. Today I am going to design a blouse matching to the sari. For that I have cut out a 2-inch strip of sari from inside part of the sari and I have cut it into two halves. One half I am going to use for making triangles and the other for making the fabric button. I have used iron-on interface for making the triangles. I'll be using the triangles to form the body of the dancing girls, and then I'll be using fabric buttons to form the head of the dancing girls. I've already made a video on how to make perfect fabric buttons. The links to the video is in the description box. Please do view it. I'll be making the 7 fabric buttons, and I'll be covering the normal recycled buttons with fabric to form the head. And these are iron-on interfaces. I'm going to iron them onto the base fabric, and then I'm going to cut out the triangular shape, leaving few millimeters of margin around the triangles. I'll be leaving few millimeters of fabric. I formed the triangle. I've ironed them neatly. The interfacing is inside, and I folded the edges over the interface with the help of the iron box, and I formed 14 of neat triangles, and I have made 7 fabric buttons covering them with the fabric. Now we will assemble all the elements together. On the back of the blouse I am going to place the triangles randomly to form the body, and on top of that I am going to position the fabric button to form the head part. You can place them randomly as you want. Give a secure stitch all around the triangles. You can just give small tacking stitches along the triangles. Give tiny stitches making vertical lines. These lines will not be visible if you use the right color of the thread, and give tiny stitches. Around the corner, if there is any fabric fraying, you can correct them now. I'm attaching the buttons now. Bring out the needle from the blouse, pick a small portion of the fabric from the fabric button and pin it down. After doing the attaching the legs and head, now I am going to do the hands and legs. I'm going to use metallic copper embroidery thread, and I'm just make 3 stitches for each limb. From the shoulder till the elbow, 1 long stitch, and from the elbow till the wrist, another long stitch. That's it. And for the palm part, I'm going to give a very small stitch. Same way we have to repeat for the legs also. 2 long stitches and 1 small. 2 long stitches for the leg and 1 small stitch for the feet. Just tuck the thread from underneath so that a nice shape is formed. And now I am giving securing stitches using only 2 strands of the embroidery thread. I am giving securing threads, 1 or 2 securing threads for each part of the long stitch. This way this will stay perfectly on. Get the stitches and finish it off with a knot in the back. Now we are going to add a very interesting feature to the doll. We are going to add the hair part. I am going to use 3 wooden balls, small balls, to make a bun behind her head. String all the 3 balls and then place it over the head portion and pin it down, and give 2 or 3 stitches to secure it, and so that it forms a triangle shape, so it looks like a bun. This way I am going to complete the hair. By positioning the bun, you can make the doll look in any direction that you want her to look. give a couple of stitches to secure them properly. That's it. This way I'll be completing each and every doll, and this project won't take much of a time. In less than 45 minutes you can complete the project, and I'll be back with the finished look. See, all the elements have been added very neatly. Very neat work. This is the finished look. It has come out very well. I really like this blouse. If you like my work, please do give me a like. Thanks for watching, and please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.